what's up? Welcome back to the channel, and it is our last video of this amazing year, that is 2024. Oh, we've had an incredible year. Now, most of you, if you've been following since the beginning, would have noticed a pattern that at the end of every year, we revise our top 5 sightings of the year. But this year, there were just too many sightings. Too many. So I decided I will change the format a bit, and we are going to review the whole year and see highlights, etc., etc. And yeah, so we're going to talk about the year 2024. So first, some overall highlights. First of all, we saw many rare species, iconic species, which is a big thing because, of course, animals are gradually dwindling, and so seeing some rare and iconic species, it is a very memorable thing. Some examples are the Javan lutung, the Bali starling, and the Indian leopard, as well as the sloth bear. They were also exciting. Of course, we visited new places, and that is always a good thing, and we got a lot of other things from this world which are breathtaking. Places like Bali and Oman, they were out of this world. We ticked places off our bucket list as well, like Ranthambore, like Bali. That was cool. We saw many new species, obviously, that we've never seen before. Oh, sloth bear, the red crab, the Barbary falcon, the green sea turtle. All are examples of that. We also documented new behavior, which is pretty cool, like seagulls and dolphins coordinating to get sardines. Is the most recent one. Very cool. Oh, and lastly, this is a good thing. Our subscriber numbers grew. This is because of you guys, and I hope it continues to grow. So big thank you to all of you who've been following and helping our subscriber numbers grow. Now let's review the year. What a good year it was, and we started off the year with a very good trip. Now this was actually a surprise trip. My team, they just decided upon this without telling me, and then yeah, it was pretty good. I had always wanted to visit Ranganathitu again. We visited there in 2022 first, and then looking back at that video, I realized there were a lot of species which we saw then, which I just didn't have enough bird knowledge back then, and I couldn't point out. So to go and see some new species, we went back there. Oh boy, it was much better than last time. Painted storks, spoonbills, birds by the hundreds in the migration season. It was pretty cool. A trend we're going to be following when we're reviewing these trips, we're going to show a little highlight reel at the end of it. So showing little shots of that to, relive the moment. So here is the Ranganathitu highlight reel. Sultanpur was an extremely good trip. I loved it. We saw a lot of birds, new birds, and birds everywhere. So there was literally every bird that we could think of, maybe except of the pelican, we saw. It was so good. And this was again in the extreme cold of Delhi back then. Cold and fog. So it was pretty cool. So here's the Sultanpur highlight reel to relive the moment. Right, and go over these places one by one. First, Ranthambore. That was our main expedition of the summer. We obviously expected that that will be the place where our tiger jinx would end. We had high hopes. We almost got it, but we didn't. We didn't. But we got a lot of other wildlife that I loved. We got some rare wildlife, the sloth bear, that was the first, the Indian leopard, which people say is extremely rare to spot in Ranthambore, the yellow-footed green pigeon, the flycatcher. We got good shots, and that was brilliant as well. So then we moved to Noida. In Noida, we documented a heartwarming story of a sunbird nest. And then in Allahabad, we clicked some shots, we made a montage of that, and we also spoke about chameleons. In Rewa, we visited 3 waterfalls, and yeah, we got fish, we got monkeys, but most importantly, got vultures. So yeah, here's the highlight reel of these 4 places. We visited many places around our home city, that is Bengaluru, in the free time that we had on weekends, etc. And yeah, so first in March we did have a couple of episodes. One was at the Kasavanahalli Lake to film fish. That worked out pretty well, and we also got some cool riverbank creatures. As then, just a week after that, I was at the airport picking up my grandparents, and there were lots of sparrows around, and there was time before they came, and yeah, I made a quick sparrow video. Incidentally, Sparrow Day had just passed 3 days ago. So yeah, and then after that we had met plenty challenges to get a flying bird shot from the terrace, which I kind of succeeded at. We also talked about insects, we talked about bats, we visited Sankey Tank in search of snakes, which we got either a snake or a turtle, we don't know. And then there were squirrels, we visited the government aquarium and Carbon Park and the Big Banyan Tree and the Big Banyan Tree Ranch. Also made video on squirrels. We did a lot of stuff. So here's the Bengaluru and Species in Spotlight highlight reel.